Welcome to the 10th Planet Revolution.
I was introduced to Jiu-jitsu over 15 years ago when I saw a skinny Brazilian dude choke out a pharmaceutical-grade superhero in 57 seconds. Since then, I've studied with some of the best instructors on earth, but it wasn't until I trained with Eddie Bravo that I realized Jiu-jitsu is way more than a world. It's an entire universe. Follow me as I navigate the twisters and turns of Jiu-jitsu on the 10th planet. My name is Jason Eisner, and this is Mastering the System.
Previously on Mastering the System. In a controversial display of aggression, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Renato Laranja attacked 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu Vice President of Operations Eddie Bravo, subsequently choking him unconscious at 10th Planet HQ in Hollywood, California. At a later date, in an attempt to protect his sensei, 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu black belt Scott Einstein Epstein confronted Renato and was thereby attacked from behind by multiple-time capoeira champion Gatino Gazal, rendering Scott incapable of defending himself. Scott was then spin-kicked and in the aftermath found himself with a badly wounded jaw. Hearing the news, MMA fighter and 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu purple belt Matt Horwich publicly called out Renato, stating that he wanted to stage a prison rules showdown between the two warriors and that he would, quote, butt-fuck Renato in the mouth.
Renato, you're a fucking douchebag. I'm calling you out. We can have it here, put it on the internet, prison rules. I'm gonna beat the tar out of you, fuck you till you love me, then I'm gonna beat you with these, and then I'm gonna take you out to dinner, and then I'm gonna choke you with these
and butt fuck you in the mouth till you love me some more.
The following is Renato's reply, taped just minutes after Renato watched the Matt Horwich video.
Seu adversário tá falando muito. Ele tá te xingando, ele tá falando que ele vai te fuder. Fala pra galera aí, fala inglês pra eles entenderem o que você acha da luta.
That guy, he say, I don't wanna say the thing he say, but he say he gonna do thing to me from my behind. He gonna give his sperm. I'm not gonna take that sperm from another man. I'm gonna give his sperm, but I'm gonna give it to my wife. Then he gonna say I'm gonna have a chocolate. He think that I'm a blackie. I'm not black. Not a black guy. I'm a Brazil guy.
Acredita, Laranja! Força! Isso! Bela cotovelada! Isso, garoto!
He want have sex. He want have sex? I don't have that. I'm not gonna have the sex. I'm not gonna. You can't tell. Match. I can't fight, but I'm not gonna have the sex. Why he wanna have sex with me? I'm a guy. I'm a man. That. He gonna try to go fast. He gonna go too fast. I gonna clinch my butt cheek, and then I gonna rip his dick off. That's worst case. But that's not gonna happen. Because I'm gonna win the fight. I'm here. I'm ready.
I'm gonna eat your fucking children, Renato, and then I'm gonna have some acai for dessert.
And then he gonna say, I'm gonna eat your kids. I only have one kid. That's my guy. That's Fabiano. That's a good kid. He's in the back. Fabiano. Vai, Fabiano. Great. Casão. Fala tudo beijo. That's my guy. Not gonna eat my kid. The one.
All I'm gonna train for this fight are my hip flexors. I'm taking some pole classes so I can work on my hip flexors. I'm gonna fuck that sweet chocolate ass till you love me.
That guy, he gonna talk all that stuff. about he's gonna beat me, he gonna take me down, he gonna use the hip flex, he gonna do everything like that. But that guy don't realize. I'm not Jake Rocholt. I'm not Chelas Leite. I'm Renato Laranja. I see that guy fight. I train him at Horwich. And that guy is like a child. And I am like his father. On the day of the fight, I give him, he come to me for advice. But it's easy for me to give him the wrong advice. I see that guy training, he looking like this. I see him every day. He call me like that. He looking like a hawking socking a Hobart. And he don't look like he know how to fight from the stand. He can't. I'm gonna come with capoeira, he gonna be like this. And he gonna talk about I've been studying a samurai, a shogun, and he does a switch kick. He don't know anything. He watch YouTube to learn how to fight. That guy, that guy don't know how. He got lucky. He beats those guys. Those guys, they're not of the same thing that I made for my first. That guy, I'm gonna show him everything the night of the fight. You better be ready, because I seen his game. I got my eye on his jiu-jitsu. I got my eye on his stand-up. I'm gonna close his mouth.
Vamos lá, vamos lá. Estrangulamento, estrangulamento. Isso, aperta, aperta, aperta que ele vai dormir. Aperta que ele vai dormir. Isso, garoto, vai botar pra dormir.
Oh to my God, that I don't kill that guy. I pray.
100% from top half to the back.
This is a very important move. It just throws people off. If you focus on the 100% and that's all you focus on, you'll end up like Erwan Marshall. A bunch of crazy different things will spring out. When I started doing this, I just used it. 100% is a neck crank that exposes your opponent's back. So I would just use the neck crank just to get him to escape and expose his back. After a while, after faking that neck crank so much, I actually got really good at the neck crank. So I tap people with the neck crank. I thought it was a strongman move. That's why there was a submission there, but I was just threatening with it just as a setup to get the back. But it's a serious submission, and Erwan has taken it to all new levels. He's got all these different angles and tweaks, making me want to go back to it. I rarely stay on one thing. Usually like with the gogo plata, for instance. I was hitting gogo platas for days, and then, after a while, I just want to keep that rubber guard flowing, and guys got better at defending gogo platas. So you got to. My whole mission is to make the rubber guard as powerful as possible. So I'm always looking for new things. Sean Bollinger added double bagger. That's fucking huge to the game. And Shigeki and Edwin focused on gogo platas. That's all they did. And they took the gogo plata to a whole new level. I'm going back, seeing what the hell they discovered, asking them for tips. Same thing with the 100%. When I first did the 100%, I was going with a guy, Jean Jacques. I was a purple belt. And when I would hold him in my guard, he would just go double unders here, and he would just stuff his head, and I'd be stuck here. All he was doing was trying to stop my rubber guard. He wasn't doing anything. So he would put his head on his side. So I would dig my arm underneath and eventually get to this position here. And once I was here, the first time I did it, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just knew that I had such good control here that he was going this way 100%. What I did with it, who knows what percent that is. But for sure, he's going over.
Competitive competitive Taekwondo tournaments are set up, most of them, you cannot punch to the face. You can only kick to the face. You can kick to the body and kick to the face. But, you know, you're wearing like body protectors on, so body kicks have some power to them, and you're not allowed to kick the legs as well. So because of that, it's really kind of a silly set of rules, because it's far more effective to kick the legs, and it's far more effective to punch the face. So basically you're taking out two of the most effective techniques of Muay Thai, leg kicks and face punches. But because of that, the Taekwondo guys develop some crazy techniques in their legs, crazy ability to move and kick that a lot of other martial arts don't, because they don't put as much emphasis on the kicks. And because no one's kicking your legs and no one's punching you in the face, you get really good at this stuff to a point where you wouldn't if people were punching your face and kicking your legs. You wouldn't get good at this stuff.
So would you say maybe having a taekwondo drills like it for MMA might be good? Like, okay, in this drill you can't punch to the front, like that kind of sparring?
That's a very good idea. That's a very good idea.
Huh.
But, you know, much like, you know, like I talked to Jake Shields about being a specialist, and he said that, you know, he thinks it's really good that he's a specialist at jiu-jitsu, because the reality is he spent so much time doing competitive jiu-jitsu and wrestling and so good at submission fighting that usually he's on a much higher level than the guys he's fighting with. So if he gets him on the ground, he's going to be able to get him in the position where he can submit him, because he's a specialist. And, you know, you could look at it that way with Taekwondo, too. Like, even if you know, practiced and got, you know, fairly decent at doing Taekwondo in your gym, you're not going to be as good as some fucking world champion from Korea who could switch legs and spin at you and flying axe kick you in the head. He's going to have, especially if the guy comes from the right style. There's two styles of Taekwondo. There's, like, the point style, and then there's the older style, like the ITF style, which is more like the knockout style. You know, when my instructor taught us Taekwondo, it was very important to him that your techniques have power. He was like, there's a lot of guys who are winning tournaments, and they're winning tournaments just kind of slapping each other. And he's like, you can win tournaments and then you get your ass kicked in the street. What's the point in learning a martial art? But the style for tournaments, especially with these chest protectors on, a lot of guys would have this really like fast moving style, and everything was fast, and their hands were down, and it's just not the right, that's not the right style of Taekwondo for MMA. But the style that I learned is the right style. There is some techniques in that. Front kicks, roundhouse kicks, wheel kicks, turning side kicks, axe kick. Here's another one that you don't see too often, but it's got a lot of power to it if you do it correctly. There's a couple different ways to do it. What the axe kick is you bring your heel up and you're striking down with the heel. So your leg comes up, and as your leg comes up, boom, you're striking down with the heel. And you can either do it straight on, like this, bam, or you can do it at an angle. Sometimes guys come around the shoulder with it like this. They'll come around and bring it down like that. And they step in as well.
How about the one that goes up and straight down on the shoulder?
That's the shoulder's good, but the face is better. You want to get the fucking mud. You want to bitch slap him with a hammer. You know, you want to get him with your heel. Bam, that's what you want to do.
Do it slow again.
Huh? Oh.
You're coming down on him.
Yeah, you're coming down, blasting his nose, blasting his face with the heel. You know, we don't see too much of that. Krokop does it every now and then. And you can do it from this position, you can do it inside.
The Brazilian K1 guy has got a couple axe kicks.
You can do it inside, like this. It depends on where the guy's shoulders are. If the guy's facing this way, if he's facing orthodox, his left shoulder forward, then I'll do it outside, like that. You bring it on the outside. Or you do it with the front leg where you step, and you do it like that. It's hard to do on a bag. It's easier to do on this thing. But it's hard to get a kind of sense of the impact, really. But it's a technique that you don't see that often.
Okay, do it from this angle a couple more times. Nice, nice. Okay, here. I'm going to show you a kick. We've seen a lot of kicks. We've seen the turning side kick. We've seen it make its way back in. No one thought that would, in the beginning, no one thought any kicks worked in the first UFCs. Kicks did not work for a few UFCs. Everyone thought that until Marco Ruas threw some leg kicks on Paul Varland, chopped him down, and people were like, oh, okay, leg kicks work. Okay, you can throw some leg kicks, that's it. And then Maurice Smith knocks out Conan with a head kick. They're like, okay, maybe head kicks do work. Then slowly we start seeing all these kicks coming back. Turning side kick, and then that kakudo kick, the kakunu kick with the balls of your feet right into the liver, right?
Yes.
What about this one now? What about, you always see it in Bruce Lee, where you jump up and then you do you think about that?
Oh, jumping front kick?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real.
You think that'll work?
Oh, for sure.
You think it'll work?
Jumping side kick works
Oh,
too.
shit.
I'll show you. I'll do the front kick first. I'll do it on the back.
Oh, shit.
This is better.
Man, I'm gonna freak the fuck
Where's the
out.
better to do it?
Do it on the man. But turn him around so we get light on his face. Right there's cool.
Is that good? I just do it to his chest because I don't want to fall over with it.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's power in that, man. Bader Hari does that in A1 sometimes. He'll do a jumping front kick.
But what about landing? What about aiming? You know how Kakuno is aiming the balls of his feet to the liver, right?
Well, Kakuno-
That's real precise precision striking.
Is that his name Kakuno?
Kakuno.
He's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah. He's doing.
What he's doing is he's throwing this, and he's
No. He's doing the sideways.
Yeah. No, but trust me, I know what I'm doing. He's hitting with this.
The balls of his
What
feet.
most guys are doing with the front kick. A lot of times they're doing it like this. They're hitting with the flat of the foot.
Yeah.
Semi-Shilp jacks dudes with the ball of the foot.
That's so-
He knocked down Bader Hari and stopped him in K1 with that shit.
And Pete Williams back in the UFC.
Yes. What Kakuna is doing,
Kakuno.
Yeah. My apologies. What Kakuno
Respect.
is doing, he's whipping it in like this.
Sideways, like a side kick.
He's doing this.
He's aiming for the liver, the other side.
Yeah, he's doing it on this side. He's doing it
Yeah.
like this.
That's what he's doing. Right to the liver.
Yeah, he's hitting him.
It's so precise.
Yeah, he's hurting dudes. He's like
So what I'm saying is, with that front jumping, what's it called? Front kick, jumping, snapping. You know what I'm talking about? How about landing how about kicking him with the balls of your feet,
In the face.
right in the chin,
Oh, for sure.
right in the jaw? That's what I'm thinking.
A lot of times when that does this, it just knocks the head back.
You know what I mean? Try that. Aim that. That's what I'm talking about. Can you imagine if that lands?
The problem is, the most impact you have is just it's a short amount of distance.
Yeah.
Unlike a punch, your power, when you throw a punch, you got power through a long range. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you're going through, you throw a punch, you're going straight. This is kind of like going up.
Yeah.
So it's not quite as good.
That's my favorite one.
But if you jack a guy to the chest, you can really get some forward momentum.
Haha. Nice.
Sprawl to Marcelo guillotine.
We gotta get this guillotine mastered. It's so easy to put on. It works on everybody. You don't lose a lot of position and it doesn't require a ton of pulling. It's Marcelo's guillotine. You've seen it in the UFC now a few times. First time I saw it in a competition was Abu Dhabi 09 where Leo Vera finished Ryan Hall with it.
Would you say it's Marcelo guillotine? Like
Yeah.
no one does it like he does?
Yeah, I would say that, although
Okay.
now everybody's doing it, you
Okay.
know? You know? So, all right, we have a...
We're gonna do it off 10th Planet Shot, which means terrible wrestling.
Here comes the shot. He's shooting. I'm gonna sprawl hard with my hip to the ground. I got an over-under grip. This is a grip I actually am gonna have right here the whole time. I always have this grip. When I have the back, I have the same grip. When I'm on top, I have the same grip. Here I am. I gotta break my leg free. Once I do, I can walk back up. All I gotta do here is switch and re-grab my hand. Just simply from here to here. It's so easy. I'm in this deep. I don't need to go all crazy here. So I'm here. I just switch. Now it's pretty much over. I'm gonna slide my right knee through. I'm gonna keep his body all on my right side, and I'm gonna beat him with my left leg. Beat his arm. Here we go. And I just finish it by pulling. Now there's an additional detail. If I really want to make it tight, you okay? Yeah. I'm gonna take my
And now, backstage at UFC 123 with Eddie Bravo, Denny Prokopos, and Bruce Buffer.
I'm here with 10th Planet Black Belt Denny Prokopos and the one and only Bruce Buffer.
It's gonna take my job, I think.
Okay, what do you got on your phone? You have something for us?
Oh yeah. This is during last week in England. It's time. 2 feet off the ground.
Wait, you got 2 feet? Did they measure it? How do you know it's 2 feet?
Look at that. You can measure it. Look, there's my front foot there. I'm coming down. This is ESPN. They made it one of the pictures of the week in sports.
Nice.
That was what? It was what?
They
put it in
the picture of the week in ESPN.
Where did they put it on the website or something?
Yeah, the website, ESPN.
Whoa, let me see. Let me turn this off real quick. Get a better little angle. Jesus.
Isn't that cool?
It's, the light is reflecting. Okay, there we go. That's it right there. Holy shit. That could be on the cover of ESPN magazine.
Well, Michael Jordan has his jump and I have mine, so I'm air buffer.
I'm telling you, man. I was just doing my best impersonation of Bruce Buffer.
I'm
man.
honored.
I've heard you so much that taking the lines and making them flow into it wasn't that hard, dude. I was like one take Jake, and there was like 14 fights, and they all ended in different submissions.
Maybe you're missing your call. Maybe you're missing your call.
You know what? I might be a ring announcer after this.
Yeah, you could be. Why don't you start practicing now? I've only got about 15 or more years left, so you could be stepping right in there, baby.
Your winner by ground and pound.
Not bad. I like
Zach,
it.
no!
All right, Eddie Bravo, the only thing you got to do, and this is what I want to see is, I want to see you in a tuxedo, and then we're going to talk.
No, and you're gonna see me do the corkscrew, the move I try to pass off.
You might want to up me with the corkscrew.
I try to pass off the corkscrew, but you wouldn't take it. You're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it.
Because I didn't invent it. I can't take somebody else's move.
Dude, I'm giving it to you, man. You know how incredible it would be?
I know, but it's awkward. It doesn't fit the
the corkscrew, man. He don't know none of you got to do it, man.
Speaking
it's not
of the
that
corkscrew,
hard.
tell me where the food is. That's what I need right now.
I know. Thank you very much, Bruce.
Thank you, Eddie Bravo. You're the best, baby. Love you. Eddie Bravo, ladies and gentlemen.
I played at your poker room a couple months
ago.
Oh, cool.
Hey, when you announced like the Abu Dhabi, that was pretty cool. That was awesome.
Yeah, I love that.
And
one.
winner!
Oh, with you?
Yeah.
I gave it to you.
The trials,
I wanted to make sure I gave you the big
and
pop.
in Sao Paulo.
I mean,
you
look
went
what you did. You took Horwich Gracie,
off.
for God's sake. I mean, it deserved every ounce of wind I could give. Oh, hell yeah.
He was going off.
Are you going to do it this year? Like for 2011?
Abu Dhabi?
For Abu Dhabi?
Yeah.
You do all the Abu Dhabis?
All the Abu Dhabis, as long as there's no schedule. The problem is, I heard they may have it on the same weekend as the UFC.
Ooh.
So how the hell can I do it if I got to be in the octagon at 3? I'll do Sunday. I won't do Saturday. But yeah, I do everyone. I've done everyone for.
Hey, you know what? You know who'll do it? I'll do it.
Eddie.
Oh, shit.
Look at the face from the past.
Oh, damn, Larry Landless.
With the fancy hairdo, I like it.
Why the suit? What's going on?
Judging.
Oh, you're judging. Nice. Check you out. Look at you all.
Eddie Bravo.
A suit and a mohawk. Nice. Look at that. Suit,
Yeah.
mohawk. Nice.
Yeah, trying to stay up with the times, I guess. Midlife crisis.
Nice.
Rolling kimura to kimura finish or the back.
All right, guys. So we're gonna work on this this rolling kimura to the back that John Donaher taught at Renzo Gracie Academy 4 or 5 years ago. So one of the things that I looked into from last night till tonight is last night I mentioned putting my right leg in. That's just normal for me because I'm right-handed and I pass off in that way from combat stance and from standing. But it actually works with either leg inside. So what we're doing is we're baiting our opponent to come in for a single, right? Sitting up for a single. But we have to catch him before he gets too close to our body. So what we'll do is we'll settle him down, but now we know he's coming back up, right? So what we're gonna do, just for a practice for a few, is grab your opponent's wrist. Normally we grab a kimura with monkey grip here, but when you're doing a rolling kimura, you have to grab with all 5 fingers first so you don't lose the wrist, okay? What we're gonna do first is practice the roll. So if you can do the warm-up jiu-jitsu roll, then you can do this technique. So our opponent's gonna tuck his head just to make sure I don't hit his head. I'm gonna just put my leg in, grab his wrist, and roll to my side here, okay? Notice that as I went through, as I rolled, I put my arm through for the kimura, okay? So the actual technique is he sits up, I settle him down, he sits back up, I roll the kimura, and the second that I land on my hip, I'm pushing his arm into.
Next time on Mastering the System, Rogan shows GSPs some Taekwondo. This Week in Weed explores home drug tests. And of course, more sweet fucking techniques to palpitate your mushroom cap.